Cool, we're good.
All right.
Dude, there's been like so much that to, oh my God, there's like ever since our last show, because last time we talked, we were talking about Captain America.
Yeah.
Ever since then, we had like the freaking Oscars. Um,
Yeah.
other movies came out. Um, what else? God, there was one oh yeah, and then had me watch Paradise.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Great show.
Damn, I don't even
And
know.
then we have Daredevil
Oh,
to
there's a
discuss
lot
too.
okay, yeah. There's a lot
Yeah.
I have to say about that.
Okay.
Yeah. So what do you
So
want to
what do you wanna have you seen anything new that came out last week or this week you want to talk about? Or
uh
the last thing you saw?
I guess the last thing I saw, like the last new thing was probably Novocaine. That was probably the last new movie I saw. Like I'm gonna look right now because
Okay.
all the
Okay.
yeah, let's see all the previous movies that I saw. Yeah, so I saw Novocaine, Mickey 17, and Anora. I don't know if I talked about Anora last time,
No,
but
you didn't. You hadn't seen it yet.
yeah, that's right. So I saw three
Yeah.
movies. I guess I'll start with Novocaine because that was the latest one.
Yeah, what'd you think of that? I heard it was decent.
Yeah, I would say it was basically decent. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if you had watched the trailer to the movie, it is
Yeah.
literally like just that.
Yeah,
I
that's what I
mean,
felt.
there's like nothing, dude. I'm telling you, there is nothing they saved for the movie itself.
Wow.
Like, there's only like a couple of scenes, like a couple of very small scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, if you've seen the trailer, you have literally seen this movie. So,
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah, that's what I heard.
like the only reason I want to go see it was because of Jack Quaid,
Yeah.
because I like him as an actor,
Mm-hmm.
and I think he's really going places. So I was like, all right, like I'll check it out for Jack Quaid, and he was good, but
Yeah.
you basically get that from the trailer, right? You didn't really need to see the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna talk. Well, should I go
Did
into
you like it more than his last movie? Because I didn't care for that one a whole lot either.
opinion?
Yeah.
My companion was better.
Oh, okay.
Companion was,
Okay.
yeah. Well, because part of it was that companion wasn't totally ruined in the trailers,
That's true.
right?
Yeah. You didn't know what you were getting.
Yeah, I think
Hmm.
I
And
don't
she's
know.
a really good actress. Sophie Turner, I think. She did really good in that movie.
I don't know if it was Sophie Turner. Was that her name? I'm
I
gonna
think so, right?
companion.
Was she also in
Mm,
uh
Sophie Thatcher.
Thatcher? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Sophie
really like her.
is the Game of Thrones lady.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, Sophie Thatcher.
So that was the last one you saw. The
Yeah,
last one I did go see Locked,
what's that?
the one where Bill Skarsgård's like stuck in that car and Anthony Hopkins
Oh,
is
dude, I saw the trailer for that and I was like, man, like, bro, I swear the only movies Hollywood makes now are like low budget, like
hmm
flicks, and then giant blockbusters. When I saw that movie, I was like, damn, that is like the
Yeah,
epitome.
it was so it was either that or Snow White or Alto Nights, and obviously those two aren't doing too well. So I was like, I'll just go check out Locked because it has like a 70%. I was like, okay, it was good. Uh, it felt like a really good streaming movie, if that makes sense.
That makes total sense. I mean,
Yeah.
what? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was like the first two acts were actually really good, and then the whole third act it's just kind of goes overboard to where it's like this would never happen. But it was good. I would give it like a 3 out of 5.
I just saw it was weird. Like, so I was watching the trailer, and you know,
Hmm.
stuck in the smart car, right? That's like an AI type deal. And
Yeah.
you're like, okay. I mean, let's be real. No one would be in that situation because hardly anyone owns like an AI car
Yeah, yeah.
unless
But I really like Bill Skarsgård, so I checked it out. It was okay.
the only exception would be if he got into a car, that was owned by like a super rich billionaire or whatever. Which
Yeah,
I don't like those type of movies because like I get tired of it. I don't know. Like after Knives Out, I was like, damn, like I don't know. Like
yeah.
I just get tired of those like eat the rich movies. Not because like
Mm-hmm.
the message or anything. It's just the way that they do it is so like
Yeah,
because they always portray the rich people as like just fucking like crazy and sociopathic.
yeah.
When I'm like, damn, I was
You're
like,
like, why are y'all guys always screwing with the poor people?
no, but they do it in like such like a weird and creepy
Yeah,
way. What the fuck?
yeah. I enjoyed my time with it. It was okay.
Yeah. Now, like going back to Novocaine because I want to address one thing from that movie.
Yeah,
So there's some, when you see the trailer, right? You see him hanging out with Jacob Babylon, like his best friend.
yeah,
When you watch the movie, they kind of lead it up to where, they, it's like they lead it up so that you're not supposed to see the best friend because his character is like the guy that's like always, he's like the internet friend that you
yeah.
don't actually meet until later on,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then you realize, oh, it's, you thought he was super cool, but now it's this guy. But it's kind of ruined because you've seen it in the trailer,
Oh, okay.
right?
Wow, what?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's set up to be like this super badass guy at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you find out it's just Jacob Babylon, like it's supposed to be like a reveal. Like I feel like that's how they were treating it.
Yeah,
Obviously, I watched the trailer and not even like they play the trailer to Novocaine a shit ton of times in a bunch of movie theaters.
they
So
did.
you can avoid it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They kind of over marketed that movie a little bit, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. Ugh, but you like enjoyed it though, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I thought it was good. I mean, maybe if I had watched it like,
If you had paid for it, would you have been disappointed, or you're like, it was a good time?
a little bit.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because it's like I told you, I had basically already seen the movie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, I am a little disappointed.
Good thing you have that past thing then.
Mhm. Um, but one movie that I really did enjoy that came
Mm-hmm.
out last month, or actually no, sorry, this month, was Mickey 17.
Mm-hmm.
That movie I actually really dug. Um, and I'm even writing an analysis about it too. Um,
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
and part of the reason I enjoyed it was because Bong Joon-ho was able to sort of relate it to our current society and also sort of give us a prediction of where we could be headed if we continue to stay on this track, which I thought was pretty cool. Um, I know you didn't totally love the movie, and we'll get to that. Um, I just thought I thought a lot of the science fiction concepts he introduces in this movie were like really intriguing. Like for instance, that one scene where Mark Ruffalo is, going up to that one girl and he's like, "Oh yeah, you'll make like the perfect birthing specimen for our colony and all that." And the audience is obviously looking at that and being like, "Oh, he's like a huge sexist and all that shit." But when I was watching it, I was like, "Damn, I wonder if this is how, other people would try to create their own colony and society, right? If humanity like bridges off into like different factions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once space colonization starts, we have different people going to different planets and creating a culture is basically going to be a planet, right? And I thought that was
Yeah.
a crazy thing because a lot of the people on that ship are like supporters of, the Trump character.
Mm-hmm.
Exceptions, but the exceptions were people that were in desperate situations and were basically doing whatever they had to in order to be a part of this new society. So they would have caved in, right? Like Stephen Ewan, he basically caved in just to get away from the loan shark. And Mickey,
Hmm.
he did the same thing. He became, disposable, right?
Yeah.
He was basically dying multiple times in order to further humanity, right? And I thought that was a nice commentary on how, powerful people might look at those that aren't that way, right? They just see it
Hmm.
as disposable and means to their own ends. And again, it's like the ends don't have to be a bad thing, and that's what I liked about this, right? The
Yeah.
he wasn't trying to do anything like evil or maniacal. Like Mickey was dying to help further a good cause. It was just, you know, the method about the whole way of going about it was immoral,
Hmm.
right? And I
Yeah.
think that's very accurate to how things would be in the real world, right? Because you would have powerful people trying to meet their end goal, whether it's space colonization, um, free trade, whatever it is. But you always have to look at the morality of how you're going to get to that point, right? Because everyone sees themselves as the hero. It's just, some people get desperate and are willing to do whatever it takes. I was just really, really fascinated by this movie. Just
Hmm.
so much to talk about when it comes to that film. I'm definitely gonna have to buy that and rewatch it because
Hmm. Yeah, it was one of my most anticipated films of the year. I really liked the director. So I went and saw it in IMAX, which I felt was kind of a waste, but uh, I I thought the movie failed at everything it was doing. I think it failed as a drama. I think it failed as a comedy. No one in my theater laughed. The jokes were weird. Uh, there's like an ongoing joke about sauce, which just wasn't funny. Even as a science fiction film, they just, I think I told you they kind of just messed around in their ship. They didn't really try to like build or start new on this planet. I also thought the planet was kind of boring that they were on. Um, I didn't hate it. Uh, I don't know. I go back and forth. Sometimes I'm like, it was okay. Sometimes I'm like, no, it might be on my top 10 worst. I don't know. I'm just back and forth with the movie. I wanted a lot more from it.
well,
Uh,
to your point about the planet being boring, I'm gonna counter that by saying that I think the reason the planet was like that is because Bong Joon-ho was trying to create a realistic version of what space colonization would be like, right? It's not gonna be like some crazy ass planet like, Krypton from Man of Steel.
mhm,
It's probably gonna be like a super snowy, super unlivable place that we have to learn to adapt to. Right. And I just like a lot of the logistics that he put into it, a lot of the thought, right? Because Mickey had to
mhm,
go there and breathe in the atmosphere so that they can collect the body and find a vaccine so that those humans can live on that planet. I was like, wow, that's really cool.
mhm.
I didn't think about that. It's just the little details that really make me like the film. But
The most, can we do spoilers
yeah,
about it? It's been out for a while.
yeah.
I think the most interesting part of the movie, the part that I really dug was when they're talking about that serial killer and they're like, we don't know what to do because they're both the same person, but one of them didn't commit the crime. I was like, that would be a really good movie. I want to see that movie. That I thought that was the coolest part of the movie. And besides that, obviously Robert Pattinson was great, but yeah, for me that was all I liked about it. But I can see your points and why you would enjoy it. I feel like it's half and half. Some people really like it and some people just like hated it.
Yeah, I feel like this is like the difference between the Star Wars person and then the Star Trek person. I'm
Hmm.
a big fan of, just high concept science fiction that doesn't need to have a lot of action for me to be entertained by it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just to me, this was like the type of political commentary that I love and that I wish Hollywood would do more of because nowadays I feel like they do a bunch of super unsubtle and really, blatant commentary that gets a lot of blowback from people on the internet, as you would know.
Mm-hmm.
This to me was super intelligent, and it was something that, I would like to see Hollywood do more of. I was just really impressed by it. And, you know, again, just the science fiction concepts that they bring up in this movie and the way that they do it really fascinated me. And I would just like to see more of it, right? And it just reminds me of Star Trek because it kept bringing me back to a lot of episodes that I had seen where the
Mm-hmm.
it's just based off of, oh, what if humanity were to succumb to this, or right, what if we were split off between our good side and our bad side, right? Like, what if we were to colonize into space? What would that realistically be like? And then, I like to say the Star Wars and the Star Trek person because you have high concept science fiction and then fantasy adventure science fiction. Not to say
Yeah.
one is better than the other, it's just two different types of science fiction entertainment. Like
Yeah.
Star Wars is a lot more action heavy. Not to say that you can't have high concept ideas with those action led movies, but I feel like they come second to the story and the characters and all that. Um, and again, it's not to say that doesn't go on the other side too. It's just, two different
Mm-hmm.
types of science fiction, which I've kind of noticed that we're a little different, right, in terms of
Mm-hmm.
development there. But it was cool to
Yeah.
it was good to hear your perspective too, because I can't really say that you're wrong there, because I don't think
Yeah.
it is a very funny movie, and there
Mm-hmm.
isn't a lot of drama in that movie either. Um, so yeah, I mean, if you're looking
Yeah.
at that, then
No, yeah, if someone came up to me and was like, "Oh, I really liked Mickey 17," I wouldn't be like, "What is wrong with you?" Like, I could see why someone could like it.
yeah, and
It just didn't work for me.
yeah, I can see why you didn't like it,
Hmm.
why some other people didn't like it either, because it's only at like a 70% on Rotten Tomatoes last.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, for some people, it might be very boring, right? You see this
Yeah.
concept, like, oh yeah, like I wonder if they're gonna have a battle, or if there's gonna be a conspiracy, or if something's gonna go down. None of that
Hmm.
happens, right? It's just
That's the reason I didn't hate it because I was never bored. I was interested the whole way. I guess I just didn't like where it was going. I was never bored though. I don't think it's a bad movie. It just didn't work for me.
yeah, I think that's understandable.
Hmm.
But how's it doing at the box office? Is it doing okay, or did it bomb like totally?
Yeah, I think they're about to pull it.
Really? Already?
Yeah. Yeah, like everything else. Even Novocaine. I think they said that was the highest, and even that's not doing well.
Yeah.
Uh, I guess there was a Looney Tunes movie out that's getting pulled, and apparently it was really good, so that's disappointing.
Well, I don't know if you know the backstory behind that, but it was originally going to be an HBO Max movie from Warner Brothers,
Hmm.
but Warner Brothers sold the rights to that film to a very small studio called Ketchup Entertainment.
Oh, they're trying to get the rights to Coyote and
Yeah,
Acme, right? Okay, I read about this. Yeah,
because Warner Brothers took Looney Tunes off of Max recently. I'm sure you've heard.
that's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm
Not,
like, are they dumping that whole franchise or?
yeah, not under good management. It's crazy. I feel like you could totally do Looney Tunes nowadays. I mean, do you remember that animated show?
Oh, I
That
loved it.
Yeah, the Looney Tunes show was good.
Yeah, it was.
That was a great modern rendition of the show.
It was.
I mean, it's like it can be done. You guys
Hmm.
choose to give up. Yeah,
It's a shame.
Warner
It's a
Brothers.
shame.
Yeah, they're putting all their eggs in the Superman basket, hoping it does well.
Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah, but I want something to succeed because every movie has bombed this month, and I don't think Snow White's going to do that great. So
yeah. Well, Snow White, I think, is going to bomb hard. I don't think anyone's watching that.
yeah, I'm just laughing because apparently the worst part of the movie is I was reading it's actually Gal Gadot. They said she gives like one of the worst performances ever. I'm
That's
like, oh man, that sucks. I like Gal Gadot. Obviously, she's not like a top tier actress, but I wouldn't want to see her fail like that.
yeah. I figured Rachel Zegler was going to be really good in the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's the ironic thing. They're saying the good parts of the movie are actually what the controversy was. Her and the dwarves are the best part of the movie, and then I guess everything else is like
you hear the rumor that the original dwarves, like, remember that set photo where you had like all those
they're in the movie.
I've heard they're in the movie, yeah.
So I'm like, I know some people are saying those were originally gonna replace the dwarves. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe they were just always gonna be in the movie. I
I
don't know.
heard that was true. I heard they were gonna,
It is true.
yeah. In fact, we're gonna get
Okay.
into some behind the scenes rumors and all that when we talk about Daredevil, of which I have a lot
hmm
to say about that. But yeah, with Snow White, I think
It
this.
opened to, I think it opened to 45 million, which is more than Mufasa opened to, and Mufasa made what, $750 million? So, I mean,
I thought that didn't make a billion.
Mufasa? No, it ended its run at 750, but that's still really good. I didn't think it was gonna get anywhere near that.
Yeah, you see, you're really good with the numbers. I gotta look at the box office. You know, I'm more,
Yeah.
what is the movie saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
We're good with the business aspect of it.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe Snow White will have legs. I don't know. But I haven't seen the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes for it, but
Yeah, I don't think they released it.
really? Check right now. I saw it got a B plus cinema score, which I guess is the lowest for a Disney live action. So, I mean, that's not a bad score.
Uh, I'm gonna check right now.
Okay.
Oh, damn, 71.
71?
Yeah, it's at 71.
Damn, that's lower than I was expecting.
Wait, I thought that was higher. That was higher.
What was the Little Mermaid's audience score? Wasn't it like a 90?
Yeah,
Mufasa too.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. Let me see. Let's see.
Yeah, that's pretty low.
71. I mean,
Damn, that critic score is not good.
oh yeah, 44. Yeah, what was
Yeah,
the
that's
that? Little Mermaid. This is 40, 70. Oh, damn, you're right.
yeah, see.
And I
And
don't
then check Mufasa,
know about that movie.
because I know Mufasa had a bad critic score.
All right. 57, 89.
Okay, yeah, see, Snow White's like on the lower end.
That's great. I thought, honestly, with all the controversy, I thought Snow White was gonna get bombarded, bro. I thought he was gonna be like, I thought it was gonna be like in the 30s, bro. I mean,
Yeah,
honestly,
so I hope it's not a flop. I don't want anything to fail, but yeah, it's not looking good.
damn. Oh my gosh, that's so bad.
One of the reviews said, Gal Gadot's acting in this is not a performance you watch, it's a performance you survive. She's getting like all the backlash. I'm like, no, Wonder Woman.
Bro, that's
They
sad.
said she can't sing at all, dude. They said it's like auto-tuned for Gal. I'm like, oh, I kind of want to see a clip, but
Did the Evil Queen
no,
sing in the original?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't even think she had a song in the original. So that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I heard there's a whole like the first half of the movie is like the original, and then they do like a whole like Robin Hood type subplot that's all new. She like leaves the dwarves, and those people who were originally going to replace the dwarves, they're like bandits, and I guess she's helping them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
You couldn't even pay me to go watch Snow White. That's how much I didn't want to go see it.
Yeah.
I spent the whole day at my grandma's house playing cards. I was like, I could go see Snow White and waste 2 hours of my life. Or
Hmm. Yeah.
yeah, I was like, nah, I'm not doing that on my only day off this week. To hell with
Yeah, I was like, I'll save my money. I'll go see Locked.
I know, right? It's like, come on, dude. I'm not gonna go waste my life and see Snow White. Fuck that. But
Yeah, maybe it's time to stop the live action stuff, honestly. And now like other companies are doing it. What's How to Train Your Dragons next, right?
dude, you know what pissed me off about that? I saw the trailer and it was literally shot for shot, like the same trailer as the original with the exact same shots, exact same camera angles. Dude, it's like, what the fuck?
See, I've never seen How to Train Your Dragon. So I might go see it and I won't have that aspect like this is just like the cartoon. But still it's like why? Like there's no need to do all these remakes. What's next, Madagascar? Live
Lilo and
action?
Stitch. They're doing Lilo and Stitch live action.
I saw the people are really excited for that, but I don't know. I just don't care anymore.
You know, I'll be honest, the trailer didn't look that bad. My
It
one
wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
was the girl playing Lilo. I was like, oh, this little girl's probably gonna get hella annoying after like the first 30 minutes of the movie. I can tell
Yeah.
it's gonna be like Acolyte 2.0. It'll be like,
My gosh.
what?
I mean, I hope it's good.
Why in that, dude? No
Yeah.
excuse, because Skeleton Crew had like an actual good cast, so you know,
Oh my God.
yeah. But
Not a good week for movies,
I know it.
but
Did. What the fuck?
yeah.
I'm telling you, dude, I don't think things are really going to kick off until May. I mean, I know we have a few movies coming out
Hmm.
that could be good. I know we got Sinners, fingers
Yeah.
crossed, no
Hmm.
guarantee. I know we have Minecraft. I know we'll
How do
see.
you think that's gonna do? Minecraft's super popular, so I'm like, is this gonna like blow up and be big, or is it just gonna flop? It could go either way, I feel like.
It depends on what the reviews are and the work
Yeah.
into it.
Hmm.
It's crazy though. Jack Black, who apparently is a big gamer, has been in like nothing but like video game flops.
Oh, you're right. Huh. That's true.
Like Minecraft and Borderlands. I guess
Besides,
Mario, except for Mario.
oh yeah, you're right.
But that's about
Yeah. Yeah. Jumanji. That was a successful movie though.
yeah, but that's not like a video game.
No, it's not.
I don't count Jumanji. That doesn't.
Yeah, I hope it's good. I got tickets opening day in 40X, so I'm just gonna have a good time.
See, there you go. See, I don't have 40X.
Yeah.
I just have Dolby, which is actually
Hmm.
really good. Side note, I've actually stopped going to IMAX and I only do Dolby now, mainly because
Hmm.
IMAX theater, for some reason, they don't have reclining seats. So you have to sit in that uncomfortable chair with the big
Yeah.
screen, and you're like, okay, like whatever. But in Dolby,
Hmm.
you still have the big screen, but it's also surround sound. So you can hear stuff from behind you to the sides, in front of you,
Yeah.
and you
Hmm.
have the reclining seat. Like a really good one too.
Yeah.
Like it
I
doesn't.
remember I saw the Batman in a Dolby theater when I went to San Diego. It's really good. But that's worse than remember when we went to see Furiosa? We saw it in IMAX.
Yeah.
The chairs kind of sucked too. You could only like push it back. Can they
Yeah.
at least do that there?
Um, yeah, they do,
It's
but
still uncomfortable.
I'd rather do Dolby because Dolby's like a
Yeah.
much better experience. So I'm like, you know what?
Hmm.
I'm going with Dolby. The only thing I don't like about AMC is because they have a shit ton of previews and ads and commercials before the movie. Legit.
Hmm.
Novocaine, dude, I was sitting there for like 30 minutes. I was like, what the fuck? What time is it? The movie started at like 1. It was like 1:30. I was like, bruh.
What the heck? Oh
I
my
was like,
gosh.
bro, I had to watch like 8 trailers, the Nicole Kidman commercial, And
Oh, wow.
commercial, right? Because they have to introduce the Dolby experience, right, with the ad, and then you have the Nicole Kidman, advertisement being like, "This is
Hmm.
why we go to the movies," and I was like, "All right, whatever. Just come on, let's get to the movie already." Like,
Oh
everyone
my
there had
God.
already finished their damn popcorn. I saw like two people go up for refills, during the fucking trailers. So
That's crazy.
yeah, I'm like, bruh, come on, let's get to the movie. I mean, nowadays when I go see a movie, like, because now I've learned. I just show up right when the movie starts and I go to the bathroom. If I want something, I'll get something, and then I sit down. And by the time I'm sitting down, it's only like 5 minutes till the movie starts.
Wow. Oh
Because
my gosh, 30 minutes. I think it's 15 minutes when I go. I've counted before. I think it's 15.
yeah, over here it's like 30 minutes. I was like, bro,
That's
what the
crazy.
hell?
But it's probably because AMC is like the biggest movie theater chain, right? They got to do all that advertisement.
I was like, bro, this is insane. I'll have to send some pictures of the theater I go to because it's really nice. I'll have to show you.
Yeah, I want to see.
But yeah,
Did you watch Chris Pratt's new movie?
I've heard no, but I've watched a lot of reviews about it of people who just say it's like,
Mediocre.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a worse version of like Ready Player One. That's what I've been hearing. It's like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big loss for Netflix. I don't even think it's in the top 10.
Jeez.
Yeah,
It would
so
be considering, even if it's like that bad, you figured some people would check it out.
no, it's bombing. But I mean, it should. Why would you spend over $300 million on that? I don't know. It wasn't good. Yeah,
Yeah.
so bad month, honestly.
Yeah.
But next week we have what, that Jason Statham one. That would probably be all right.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how that one does because it's written by Sylvester Stallone. So,
Oh, really?
yeah.
The heck? The director is it David Ayer again?
Yeah. David Ayer, written by
Okay.
Stallone and stars Statham.
Okay. That's interesting. Is there anything else coming out that week?
Let me see.
I know that I've seen that horror movie trailer. That looks kind of creepy. That lady sitting outside, the woman in black, or I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like usually what I do is I watch like two movies a week. One
Mm-hmm.
is a movie and then one's an old movie. Like
Yeah.
I was gonna go watch Alto Nights, but I was like, I don't want to waste my time. So I ended up going to the video store and I got another Robert De Niro movie because I was like, all right, this I think I'm gonna like. And it was a Bronx Tale.
Oh, that's my mom's favorite movie.
Yeah, that one I saw
Yeah,
for the first time last night.
that's a good movie.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was like very unexpected because um throughout the whole movie, you're kind of thinking they're going to condemn, the main mobster, right? You're just kind of waiting for it. But it
Mm-hmm.
out that he was actually a decent guy, right? Well, at least like, for being a mobster, he was kind of a decent guy within that world.
Yeah.
The whole movie is basically about this guy's, two father figures in his
Mm-hmm.
life and how they kind of shaped who he becomes. And I don't know, I was like, damn, this was really interesting. It was,
Yeah.
after I saw it, I didn't know what to think of it because I was like, damn, you know, um, because obviously you have the Sopranos that really totally deconstruct it, like they totally deconstructed the mob movie story and the mob
Mm-hmm.
title, and you really got to delve into, each of their lives, and you got to learn about the life and all that.
Yeah.
So with this, I'm like, damn, I wonder why the filmmaker chose, or I guess it was Robert De Niro since he wrote and directed the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why De Niro decided to go in that direction, right? Instead of outright condemning the mobster, why he decided to make him a decent guy in the end who saved his son's life,
Yeah.
right? Um, I want to see like a behind the scenes documentary of this movie now because
Mm-hmm.
I'm really
That's
curious
a good movie.
about the story decisions and
Mm-hmm.
what was going on in his mind when he wrote that screenplay. Because again, when you consider, other mobster tales and what, obviously what was before was sort of the anti-hero message with Goodfellas, and then what came after with Sopranos, where it's just an outright condemnation of those people and that lifestyle. At least
Mm-hmm.
part of it is. So it's crazy. I was like, damn, I wonder why he decided to go in that direction. It's really good too, but it
Yeah,
makes you think, right? So,
I
yeah,
like that. I saw it a long time ago, but it's coming back to me. Robert De Niro's the bus driver, kind of lower class dad, right? And he's trying to keep his son away from the mobster guy.
yeah.
Okay, I remember. Yeah.
Because like in a normal mob movie, the whole climax would be him having a confrontation with the mobster, and then the son would intervene, and there would be some sort of tragedy, and that's
Hmm.
how it would normally go down.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great movie.
You know what? It's actually a
That's why I'm so disappointed Alto Nights isn't good because Robert De Niro's one of the best. So I
yeah.
was excited.
I actually think it's a good example of like subverting audience expectations without making them disappointed.
Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think like if people are upset about that type of thing, I would like point them out to a Bronx Tale, being like, yeah, you can subvert audience expectations without like ruining the story or getting people pissed off. Like this is a really good example of that.
Hmm.
So I was just, yeah, I thought it was really good.
That's a good movie.
Yeah. And then, oh yeah, I also watched Anora. Um, and I guess we can kind of talk about the Oscars and all that while we're
Hmm.
just.
Anora was great. I saw it when it came out.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I went to the theater. Yeah, it's a great movie. I
Yeah.
was never bored. Like the lines, everything was really well done.
Hmm.
So I really liked it. It was like a rated R version of Cinderella in a way, I guess.
You know what I thought? Like when I saw the movie, I was like, this is anti Pretty Woman. This is like that
Oh,
movie
that too.
if
Yeah.
it happened like in the real world with like Gen Z.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
That to me was like the whole premise of the film. I feel like that's how it got pitched too. I feel like Sean
Hmm.
Baker was like, all right, let's do Pretty Woman, but like the realistic version with Gen Z. Boom, that's your movie.
Yeah. I have no complaints with that movie. It was actually really funny too. Like everyone in the theater was laughing because the lines were so good. I liked it. And her performance, really good.
Yeah, like when I was watching the movie, I found myself like at the beginning, I was super annoyed and like kind of pissed off, but it wasn't because, anything bad was
Me
happening.
too, because I was like, is this just gonna be like sex the whole time? But it's not. It's more than that.
No, 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 like I wasn't pissed because of that. I was pissed because
Hmm.
of the characters, right? Like the main kid, he was just so unlikable and I
Yeah.
freaking hated him. I was like, oh, this guy sucks, right? But it meant that the writers were doing like a really good job, making
Hmm.
you hate this person along with the actor himself, right? I
Yeah.
was just like, holy shit, this guy is like actually pissing me off. And obviously, the beginning is supposed to make you feel like kind of uncomfortable too. So
Hmm.
it was like a range of emotions. Like you're angry at the beginning, and then you kind of get intrigued as the situation escalates, and then you end up,
Yeah.
and then it ends up becoming like a flat out comedy,
Hmm.
middle, and then at the very end, you feel sad because you
She's
feel
heartbroken. Yeah.
well. I mean, it's not just that. It's like she got used.
Hmm.
Right? I mean, she was just like flat out conned by this kid.
Yeah.
It's sad. And of course,
Hmm.
I mean, and the guy that she's with at the very end, like he comforts her because he probably knows that yeah, this kid's done this shit like told like a bunch of times before. So
Yeah. It sucks.
I would damn and because of that, um, I just really dug the film, and I can totally see why it won Best Picture now.
Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah. It's a good movie.
It's an excellent movie. I mean,
Hmm.
like that. I liked The Brutalist as well. I think I like Anora a little bit more than The Brutalist. Um, but yeah, I'm satisfied with that movie winning Best Picture. In all honesty, I was like, yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one.
Speaking of, I watched Flow.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, still really mad about that.
Oh yeah, I guess we can segue into the Oscars now.
Yeah, that was the worst Oscars I've ever seen. I was upset.
Dude, I was kind of bored. Like the show just wasn't. I mean, for Conan O'Brien, bro, like this is a really like they got a really good host, and he did
He
not.
had a lot of funny, he had some funny stuff in there.
Yeah, but I feel like compared to, remember what Kimmel did in like 2017 when La La Land and Moonlight were kind of battling it out. You
I
remember
I love Kimmel.
remember that? Yeah, remember that skit where he brought like all the people, into
Hmm.
into the auditorium, or
Yeah.
brought all those people in there and they got to meet all the celebrities and all that. That was,
Hmm.
and then when they did the opposite, when they had Gal Gadot, Mark Hamill, and all them go into a theater, right? Like that was
Yeah.
stuff. Conan did nothing, bro, and I felt like he was just trying to keep it as like as safe and as chill as he possibly could. He didn't really do anything funny, in my opinion. I was like, that's not that great. It's like
Yeah.
look at Jimmy Kimmel, Ricky Gervais, another great host.
Chris Rock. Chris Rock was pretty funny too.
Rock, another one.
Yeah.
Geez, so many better hosts, and I know they're bringing him back next year, and I hope he does something different.
Hmm.
Because I don't know, I did not.
Yeah, they probably don't want to they don't want to piss off the viewers, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought this one was just very safe and very boring.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, there was a lot of politics going on with the awards, right? With Amelia Perez, with
Hmm.
the list. So I don't know. Also, Adrian Brody, he was up there, and you know,
Dude, his speech was so long.
yeah, and he had
I was
nothing.
like, what's happening?
Yeah, he stood up there forever and had nothing to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, oh, turn the music off. I'm almost done. And like, yeah, it's like, dude, if you're not gonna say anything important, just get off the stage.
Hmm.
Got best picture, best director, all that jazz. So I don't know.
Yeah. I
I
still haven't seen that movie, so I can't say if he deserved that award or not. Do you think he did?
yeah, I think he was a very good. Yeah, he was great in that movie. It's crazy though with the Brutalist. It's like, fuck, that was such a good theatrical experience
Hmm.
that I don't know if you would feel. I don't know how you would feel watching it at home because, like, I gotta be honest with that particular movie, it is you are gonna have a different feeling watching it at home because
Hmm.
it very much feels like The Brutalist is basically a two-part movie combined into one
Yeah.
with an intermission and everything, and it very much feels like something that needs to be seen in the theater. And one thing I do like uh about what Sean Baker was saying in his winning speech was about the need to preserve the theatrical experience.
Hmm.
So that's why I saw Nora in theaters, and that's also why I tried to see as many Oscar movies as I could in theaters.
It was still in theaters? Wow. Oh, they must have put it back in after it won, huh?
Nora,
Yeah.
yeah, right after
Okay.
one, it had like a bunch of show times, and I got my chance to go see it. So,
Okay, that's cool. Hmm.
but yeah, um, there's not a lot to say about the awards, only that he was very boring. Oh, wait, I forgot.
Yeah.
Horror.
Ah,
Um,
that was disappointing. The look on her face too. Complete shock.
yeah. I thought after she got the Golden Globe, I was sure she was gonna win.
Yeah, she had won everything up to that point, so disappointing, sad.
Mike Madison wasn't bad, but I really wanted Demi Moore. Plus, it was crazy, dude. Considering what Anora is about, it literally felt like the plot of The Substance. Like,
Yeah,
feel that? I was
that's
like,
why I was so mad.
I know. It literally felt like
Shameful.
this
And nothing I
losing
don't
to
know.
a younger woman who played a prostitute.
Yeah,
Oh, dude.
I I wanted Wild Robot to win and Demi Moore to win. That's all I wanted, and I didn't get either.
Wow. Well, I just wanted Amelia Perez to lose, which I already got before the show, even started.
Hmm.
So I was satisfied from the get-go. I
Oh
just,
yeah, she won. I got that. I was happy. Zoe Saldana won. I like her.
yeah, that doesn't bother me. I was just,
Hmm.
I just,
Yeah, she was really good in the movie. She deserved it.
yeah,
But I also heard what's her name? Rogue One girl. What's Felicity? What's
yeah.
her name? I heard she was really good. Was
Who,
she good in that movie?
yeah. Actually, the one
Hmm.
actor who was my favorite part in that movie, I'm gonna look up the cast real quick. Because there was one actor in that movie who was super good. I'm just forgetting his name right now. Oh yeah, Guy Pearce.
Hmm.
Amazing in The Brutalist. I'm surprised he
Okay.
didn't win anything. Like,
Hmm.
honestly, The Brutalist is probably one of his best movies, Guy Pearce.
Wow.
If you get the chance, I would definitely
Hmm.
check that movie out just for him and Adrian Brody. They're both very good in that. But
Did you
it,
ever see a Complete Unknown?
no, because I was pissed that that movie got all the attention when Better Man didn't, and it ended up losing the one Oscar it was nominated for. So I was
Oh
like,
my God. Right when I told you like, oh, okay, I'll rent it. I think they put it on Paramount like the next day. So I just streamed it. But yeah, that was a that against a Complete Unknown, better man.
yeah,
Better man.
yeah, Better Man does, yeah. It's like, bro, what the hell?
Yeah. It's too bad it bombed.
I know, bro. I literally had to beg you to watch it.
Yeah.
Literally. And you saw it and you finally realized it is a good movie. Hell, it's not just good, it's a great movie.
It is.
It's like,
I
damn.
just no one's going to the movies.
I know, because like we're gonna have to beg people to go see stuff.
Yeah. Did Captain America break even or whatever? Speaking of that,
I don't even think it did Quantum Mania levels.
dang.
I mean, I don't know. Like you're more of the box office person than I am, so
I mean, I checked like a week ago. It was at like 380, so
well,
380 mil.
what the heck is Quantum Mania at then?
Marvel didn't lose any money off of that movie, I think, did they?
Ant-Man?
Yeah,
We're gonna find out. Here we go. Let's see. So, like 476 worldwide.
that's break even point thing.
What was the budget for this? Now I'm curious.
Yeah, that's what.
Uh, oh, it costs nearly 30
Oh, yeah,
million.
they lost money.
Look, because I don't know if that includes advertising though. Well, I
Brave
know.
New World's budget was, they say 180, so
Yeah, they say here. Let's look. Captain America, Brave New World. All right, here we go. Let's see. Worldwide, 391. Oh yeah, see, it hasn't actually made Ant-Man.
400 yet.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, damn, that's pretty bad actually. Oh yeah, let's see. Similar movie. Oh, I can't.
It'll probably end its run at 400, so it's not like a massive blow, but it's is disappointing.
Well, I don't buy that the budget was 180. I mean, with all the reshoots they did,
Hmm. Yeah,
bro, I don't buy that. Plus advertising, come on. There's no way it was 180. I think
Yeah.
it's 300.
300.
I think so. I mean, come on, did you gotta
Hmm.
like take into
That's what that was the early reports.
that they redid like the entire movie
Hmm.
and they had to advertise it. They have all these PR campaigns. I just here let's see. I'm gonna look it up. Okay, here we go.
It actually costs. Dang.
380. That's what they say. Here, let me.
Hmm.
Um,
Death of a Unicorn. Oh, I forgot about that one.
yeah, so according to Hot Mike, the budget was in the range of 300. Yeah, it had to be. It had to be 300. There's no way it was 180. I do not buy.
You think Disney just paid some people to be like, hey, just say it was 180.
Yes, I think they because did you know what they did for Snow White? They had a very sheltered red carpet premiere
And
with
the reviews were all good. Did you
yeah.
see that?
Yep. Because
I'm not trusting that stuff anymore, dude. Those early premieres.
yeah, because dude, you have to understand they invite people who are like clearly, just in it, who
Hmm.
huge fans of the material, right?
Yeah.
They bring people who they know are gonna say good stuff,
Hmm.
right? They don't bring any actual like critics, I bet. Just super fans.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think now.
Yeah.
They're like, this is one of the best live action Disney remakes ever. And then the Rotten Tomatoes score drops. Yeah, so when does Thunderbolts come out?
Thunderbolts comes out May 1st.
Okay, and you have high hopes for that one, don't you?
I do. I think it's gonna be pretty good. I mean, like the only thing I don't like about it so far is like the cast. I feel like they could have a stronger cast for this movie.
Yeah, I just don't like the characters besides Bucky.
Well, I'm excited for Sentry because I do know that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And if they do him right, it could be really cool and we could get some interesting stuff. Although I don't know how what they're leading to is gonna tie into Secret Wars at all.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know.
yeah, I hope it's good. I'll go see it probably first day.
Yeah, same here. And then, well, actually, you know what? Since we're talking about Marvel, you want to get into,
Daredevil.
yeah. So
Yeah.
let me hear your
You
thoughts.
want to know what I think?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Uh, it's very, very slow. I wasn't expecting it to be this. So far we're mostly getting him doing his lawyer stuff, which I wouldn't say it's boring. It's kind of interesting, but he's not wearing the suit right now, so it's a little boring, I guess. Slow. This last episode though, I really enjoyed. I think it's gonna start picking up. Um, uh, I just don't have much to say right now. It's just really slow. I like the stuff with Kingpin being the mayor. There's some like social commentary, I guess, in there. Um, I just want it to start picking up though. Right now, I'm still at like it's okay,
Yeah. So I have a lot to say about Daredevil Born Again.
and I am a little worried because the action we have seen, uh, I don't think it was on par with the stuff in the Netflix show. We kind of talked about it a little bit. There was a lot of CGI that was off-putting. Um, I hope we don't see that again.
Okay. So I'm going to address all of that because I know what happened during the behind the scenes drama of this show. And you can totally see it with this series. I mean, it is super obvious. So what's going on over here is that obviously when this show was originally being made, it was going to be like a courtroom drama of 18 episodes where Matt Murdock doesn't even suit up to like halfway through. Foggy and Karen in it,
Oh,
right? And
uh-huh.
And they say, "Oh, we redid the series. Foggy and Karen are back. Daredevil's gonna suit up sooner than you think. It's gonna be awesome." And then here I'm thinking, it's like, how much did it cost you to reshoot the whole freaking series, right? Because that's basically what they're saying, right? That they had originally filmed the first show.
Hmm.
They went back, they saw the episodes, they said it sucked, decided to scrap like 90% of it,
Yeah.
apparently reshoot most of the show with all the old
Hmm.
characters back in, and this is supposedly that brand new show. And I'm
Yeah, when you watch, you can tell it feels like it's very jumbled. Maybe like they're using old stuff, and because that whole thing where Karen and Foggy are there, it feels like they just added that in there, and then the rest we get is probably some of the old stuff they're using.
because I heard they were killed off screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I heard they weren't even in the show, and apparently the original show wasn't even going to acknowledge the Netflix show. So what
Okay.
actually happened is that this is still that first show. They just
Mm-hmm.
shot scenes with the old characters. So everything with Vanessa is probably a reshoot. Everything with Foggy and Karen was a reshoot, but they're still not in this show because it would cost Disney too much to actually bring them in for the whole season.
Hmm.
That's what I think. I think most of this is
Yeah,
a old show with,
it's
a
it's
few.
just disappointing so far.
Yeah,
But and then it's also kind of some things are like lazy. I don't like what's the guy's name? White Tiger.
yeah.
We had all that, and then he just dies in a very lazy way. He's just like running through the city, and his it's just like he's jogging through the city, and he just gets shot in the head. I was like, oh, okay.
Actually knew that was coming because that entire episode was based off of a comic storyline, of which I'll be honest, the show did not do the comic justice at all.
I can tell it was rushed,
Yeah, because in that
and
story,
I'm confused. I'm like, Punisher, does he do this in the comics? I don't think so. I don't know.
so what happened like in the comics with the White Tiger story is that it takes place right after Matt Murdock's identity is revealed to the world.
Mm-hmm.
No longer has a secret identity. And the white tiger situation comes up, and Foggy advises him, "Oh, don't take this because people already think you're Daredevil, and if you're seen helping another superhero out, it's totally going to ruin your image and you could lose your license and all that." So there's a lot
Mm-hmm.
at stake for Daredevil too.
Yeah.
And obviously in the comic he's also innocent, but in the comic he's like a retired guy who's like coming out of it in order to like help someone. The cop ends up dying. He is framed for it even though he's innocent, and at the very end he does die, but it's because the jury actually says he's guilty. He does not get a non-guilty verdict in the comics. The jury finds him guilty, and he has like a giant like episode, and he freaks out. He runs out of the courtroom where a bunch of cops shoot him to death.
Oh wow. That
Yeah,
sounds better, actually.
in the comic, like he's found guilty, has an episode, and the cops shoot him to death.
Yeah, are we halfway through already, the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's still not like amazing. So I'm disappointed. This isn't even better than Agatha, like in its Daredevil. I was really excited. So
Yeah, and it feels weird. Like some of the comedic stuff with Kingpin is not working for me, like at all. You
I
know,
was laughing when he goes to that uh I don't know, heritage thing and they're all singing and he's like
it's just weird because I was like, this is like Marvel Netflix, and they're trying.
but they got me because I was like, is Kingpin trying to change? For I was kind of like that for the first till this last episode, and then at the very end, turns out he has that guy in his cell, and I'm like, oh, okay, he's the same.
I thought
That
that
was cool.
dead.
That was cool.
Like I saw that, I was like, oh, he's alive. That was my reaction. I was like, I thought that guy was dead. I thought he'd be dead. Like shit.
Yeah. So that was cool. But like I said, I think it's gonna start picking up because it looks like he's gonna suit up again, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
finally.
so yeah, it took way too long.
And you know what's crazy? I want to find out how Kingpin got out of jail and like, rebuild his empire. Because remember in season three, Daredevil's like, "Yeah, I finally beat you and shit," and this was the end. Kingpin goes to jail and then he gets out, and Daredevil, like, I guess he doesn't have a crisis of faith about it.
Mm-hmm.
He had like a huge crisis of faith in season three. He was like, gonna denounce God and all of that, and now all of a sudden things are cool again.
Yeah.
Also, it was a big mistake not to have Foggy and Karen in the show, because like they replaced Foggy with this other woman who's like his partner, and she's not interesting in the slightest. Same
Nope.
with his new love interest. Like, who cares? She's boring as hell. Frankly,
Yeah.
why wasn't Karen in this show to mentor Ben Urich's niece? Like, what
Mm-hmm.
the like,
Yeah.
clearly
I
he
think we're
didn't-
on the same page with how we feel about this
yeah.
new Disney show.
It could get better. It could, depend
Yeah.
on, did they reshoot the second half so we get like more action? Because
Yeah.
we know Punisher is gonna suit up. I mean, he better. I'm gonna get pissed if he doesn't.
Dude, that scene was powerful. I had chills
Yeah,
when they're talking.
yeah,
Great. It's always good when they're together.
yeah. I love it when Punisher goes up. He's like, when when Matt's like, oh yeah, like Bullseye, he got life, and then Punisher comes up. It's like, oh yeah, how about Foggy? Did he get life? That
Oh,
was
I know.
good.
Yeah, that was a great scene. So hopefully it picks up because
I think
it's been slow,
I think season
real slow.
two. I think season two is going to be better because they're already shooting it, and
And
I
I've been watching it with my dad, and even he's just like, "What?"
I know Erin's going to be in season two because she's on
Oh, okay.
set. So I think they're realizing, okay, we kind of fucked up with season one. We're
Mm-hmm.
we tried to fix it. Let's actually get the ball rolling with season two. I think
Mm-hmm.
season will be less choppy and more, you know.
Who was that at the end with the blood? Do you know?
What do you mean?
At the end of the Daredevil episode, someone had a white mask on and it had like red paint.
Oh, Muse.
Muse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know much about that character because basically I've been reading like Daredevil comics in like chronological order because they're just really good. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
it's like more of like a recent villain, like a guy that was only created like a few years ago. So
Okay.
a new villain. I don't know much about him though.
Okay. That
Yeah,
would be interesting then.
yeah, it's crazy because the White Tiger thing, I had read that story like right before I saw the episode, and I didn't know they were gonna adapt that. I was watching, I was like, what the hell? This is like the story I just read. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's yeah, I hope it gets better. We only have 4 episodes left.
Well, they can do a lot in 4 episodes, so I'm not
That's
like,
true.
yeah, if this continues for two more episodes, I'm gonna get pissed though.
Yeah, me too. I want to see him suit up in this next episode.
Yeah. Yeah, you better. And frankly, it's like, dude, this is taking place in the MCU, and you're not taking any advantage of that. You know?
No, all they've done is I think they mentioned Spider-Man. Did they?
Yeah, that's so lame. It's
Yeah.
like, bro, part of the reason the MCU, like, okay, so part of the reason everyone wanted to be connected to the MCU is because you could use all those characters and stories and background to actually, make your story better and be more creative with it. Like Spider-Man
Hmm.
Homecoming, where they use the Chitauri weapons as a big part of the story, right? Where
Yeah.
was using those weapons and selling them and all that. They
He
don't.
builds his suit with that stuff, doesn't he? Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, it was cool. Over
Hmm.
here, Daredevil, nothing. I mean, they don't even acknowledge
Yeah,
that.
it still feels separate from everything.
I know. It's like, bro, isn't this like supposed to be interconnected? Like, what happened to Kingpin and Daredevil during the snap? Like, how did Kingpin get out of jail? Like
Yeah.
plot holes like that. It's like, what the hell? You know? And frankly, why don't we have like more street level characters in this show? They just introduced a shit ton, in phases 4 and 5. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Or what about the other defenders? How come they're not in this show? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I was hoping this to be like Penguin level good. It's not.
So sad though that a spin-off show about the Penguin is better than Daredevil.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
Yeah, so I don't know. I hope it gets better in these next few episodes.
I hope Marvel would. I would like to see Marvel get a win, but shit, dude, like they're just trugging along. Shit.
I don't know how the viewership is. I haven't checked or anything.
I mean, what would it take for Kevin Feige to get fired? I mean, I feel like he's really. I think Kevin Feige is like just sitting in his chair in his office right now, just thinking about that. He's like, man, how bad would an MCU movie or show have to be in order for Disney to fire me?
Just make a Howard the Duck movie or something.
Bro, dude, if Doomsday and Secret Wars bomb or if they get bad reviews, I think Kevin Feige's done.
Is it the Russo brothers doing it?
Yeah, but I mean,
Okay.
Kevin Feige has been overseeing this entire thing. So I
I
think,
saw did you see the concept art? It was pretty cool. It was like medieval
mhm,
looking stuff.
yeah,
Are they on another planet or something?
it's a battle world. So I don't know what,
Oh, Planet Hulk?
well, so in Secret Wars, in the comic storyline, now again, I don't know if they're doing this for the movie, but in the comic,
Mm-hmm.
is basically the whole plot of Secret Wars is that it's the complete and utter destruction of the Marvel Universe itself.
Mm-hmm.
That gets destroyed. The Ultimate Universe, which is like an alternate continuity, that gets
Yeah.
destroyed. And the shards of the multiverse are all combined together to make Battle World, which is comprised of different lands and areas from the Marvel multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the old man Logan characters there. You have parts of the Ultimate Universe, parts of 616, right? One cool aspect of Battle World that I liked was that the Infinity Gauntlet from the 616 world only worked in like certain areas of Battle World. So you
Mm-hmm.
couldn't use it, right, in like alternate.
Oh, okay.
So
That's kind
yeah,
of cool.
Battle
So
World,
She-Hulk was in one of the pictures, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Well,
basically compromised of like multiple areas and worlds and all that.
mhm.
So
That's cool. I hope it's good.
we'll see. Not Kevin Feige's done for. I truly think that if Secret Wars and Doomsday, if they both bomb, it's over for Kevin Feige. I think, yeah, because you can't like keep coming out with like constant bombs and then expect things to just trug along.
Well, if Thunderbolts is good and Fantastic Four, I think we're on the right track, right? Because
Thunder,
Captain America that was being filmed for a long time, wasn't it?
yeah, I think
Yeah.
for me though, Fantastic Four is going to be a big one. If that does well, then the MCU, I think a lot of people will have more confidence going forward.
Mm-hmm.
If it bombs or if it gets bad reviews, I think I would say the MCU is done, but again, with Secret Wars and Doomsday, it's like you can't delay it, right? You're still going to come out with those movies, so but I think a lot of people will be like a lot less hyped going into those Avengers movies if Fantastic Four bombs. And frankly,
Yeah.
we would make another Fantastic Four movie if that does not do well. I think that's the last of it. Like prob
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot riding on that movie.
yeah. Um, so if Fantastic Four bombs, that's the last Fantastic Four movie ever. I think a lot of people will just not be excited about Doomsday. And if Doomsday bombs, it's like, you know,
They
I
have to succeed. They're wanting another billion-dollar movie, right? Like that's what it's gonna be. They're gonna hope people are gonna
well,
fill up the
Doomsday
seats
has to be
again.
a $2 million movie. It's got to be like one of the biggest movies of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And frankly, if it's not, I think Kevin Feige's career will be in jeopardy. I think he will be forced to step down or will get fired because that,
Like Kathleen Kennedy.
yeah, no, just like
Yeah.
because
Mm-hmm.
the issue there, it wasn't the creative stuff because Dave Filoni is in charge of Star Wars creative.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Kathleen Kennedy is just in charge of making sure these projects come out and are just not only made well but come out on time.
Yeah.
Hasn't been happening.
Yeah, where's the Mando and Grogu movie? What the heck?
It's next year.
Oh, they pushed it for Jurassic World? Or what did they push it for?
Well, because Thunderbolts comes out in May, and they're pushing it to May of 2026.
Oh, okay.
But they don't have anything else. Well, the thing is, my issue with Kathleen Kennedy is that she, like at Star Wars Celebration a few years ago, she announced, here are the next three movies. We're having the Ray movie, the James Mangold, prequel film, and we're having the Dave Filoni, everything is going to tie in together into this one big movie.
Mm-hmm.
None of those are coming out. None of those have any progress made on them whatsoever. No casting, no writers, no like, yeah, nothing. No progress.
Wow. And that's a lot of their stuff.
Yeah, and
Blade's disappeared.
yeah. Well, in Marvel's defense, that's the only time that's happened. With Star Wars, this is like a regular thing.
Mm-hmm.
Always announce projects that never come out. Like remember that Lando show that was supposedly going to come out? Did not.
Yeah.
Almost most of the projects that Disney Star Wars has announced have not come out and have made absolutely no progress whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you know what? That is clearly on Kathleen Kennedy. You cannot blame that on anyone else.
Yeah.
That is her fault. She is the main producer behind all these movies. She is the head of Lucasfilm. If you like, I don't care if the directors are taking a long time or if the writers are trying to figure out their story. If that's the case,
Mm-hmm.
get them off, get someone on who can get a screenplay out in time. Get someone out who can get this project rolling. Like she came out and said, "Oh, we were waiting for James Mangold to finish A Complete Unknown and do his Oscar campaign before he started on the Star Wars movie." I was like, no, bitch. If you can't get that shit off the ground, or if he's too busy, you get someone else, or you get someone who can do this movie.
Yeah.
Either that, or don't announce these projects. Don't announce stuff
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna come out. Like,
Yeah.
come on. That is not okay. So if they have to,
No, it's not. And it's not okay to like Daisy Ridley. Why'd you bring her out on stage at like your Comic-Con? And
yeah, I'm sure they
she's probably waiting.
this too.
Mm-hmm.
If I were Daisy Ridley, I would be pissed. I would be angry
Mm-hmm.
because it's like, yeah, you told me I was coming back to Star Wars. You told me I was going to have a movie coming out. What's going on with the creative process? How come we can't get this off the ground? Because Daisy
Mm-hmm.
Ridley, I'm sure she's putting off and turning down other projects to make room for this new Star Wars movie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you can't get this off the ground, then we're not, why should I continue? So that's,
Yeah.
yeah, not okay.
What a mess. What a mess.
Yeah, there has to be a clear change in corporate leadership for Star Wars. We'll see about Marvel. Fingers crossed. But I feel like if Fantastic Four bombs, there will definitely be some calls for Kevin Feige to step off the stage
Mm-hmm.
because you can't you
Does
can't
Jon Favreau play a role in any of it anymore?
in Star Wars.
And did he? Wait, no.
Jon Favreau, he's the
Yeah.
director of the Mandalorian movie, so he still has a pretty big role.
Okay. Okay.
Well, what you need with Star Wars is a producer, not a creative.
Mm-hmm.
They should follow DC's footsteps, where James Gunn is head of creative and Peter Safran is head of business, right?
Yeah.
That's what Star Wars needs. And frankly, that might be what Marvel needs. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to Marvel, it's like I said before, you can't have this many flops, bombs, and just critical disasters coming out without some sort of repercussions, because there have been none of that with Marvel.
Hmm.
Marvel has come out with more bombs and, just poorly received films than Star Wars has at this point.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like something has to be done.
Hmm.
And if no one's going to do anything, it's just going to get worse.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know what's going to get done. Hopefully things are fixed soon, but yeah.
Hmm. I think Marvel will be back on the right track. So
I mean,
Thunderbolts, I feel like has a lot of hype for it. So,
I think we're not going to really know that until Fantastic Four, because Thunderbolts,
hmm,
it's good or bad, we'll see. But Fantastic Four, considering it's, the next two Avengers films are so reliant on that movie,
yeah,
that's really going to be the big test.
hmm,
So we'll see.
yeah. And you weren't super excited about the trailer. I thought it was really good.
Well, mainly because it's too weird for me. It's like, I don't like the 60s aesthetic. I don't like the fact that we're doing female Silver Surfer. I don't like that this is an alternate universe. Pedro Pascal, Joseph Quinn, and frankly, even the guy that plays the Thing, because I saw him in the Punisher show, and I don't know if I buy him as Ben Grimm, to be honest. He doesn't feel like a Ben Grimm to me. I
I
guess
totally forgot he was in that.
yeah,
I know him from The Bear. That's like his most popular project.
I don't know. Maybe he can pull off
Yeah.
Ben Grimm, but even seeing him in the trailer, I don't feel like he fits that character entirely. I don't know if Joseph Quinn can pull off the Human Torch because he's supposed to be like a male model. And then Pedro Pascal just doesn't fit Reed Richards to me because that's just not his persona. I mean, unless he just totally changes who he is, then I don't know. I just see so many red flags with Fantastic Four, and I don't know if it's going to be good. Maybe it is. Maybe it's going to be the best movie of the year. If it is, I'd love to be wrong because I'm a huge Marvel fan. I don't want,
Hmm.
but it's just, I've had too many disappointments as of late with Secret Wars, The Marvels,
Hmm.
Daredevil. It's like, I don't like, I'm just expecting not to like it at this point. I'd love to
Yeah.
be wrong, but I have a feeling that I'm not. But we'll see.
Hmm. Yeah. Hopefully it's good.
Um, I don't know. I don't know, man.
Hopefully Superman's good.
Yeah, that has to be. Warner Brothers is
Hmm.
betting everything they have on that movie.
Yeah. Uh, I like what I've seen so far. So, did you see the new ballerina trailer?
No, I haven't. Was there, was it good?
Uh, they kind of just showed the same stuff.
Oh, well then, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to see too much of that because I don't want to get it. I don't want it to get ruined for me. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think you have a few, there's a few decent movies that I've been looking at that I may or may not go see. Like, obviously, you got Working Man next week, then Minecraft the week after. There's that one movie, The Amateur, which I'm kind of excited about with Rami Malek. I've seen the preview
Hmm.
times. It looks pretty intense. That's one I might go see.
Yeah. I saw the trailer for that the other day.
Yeah, and then you
That
have,
comes out. I might not get to see it because it comes out when I leave to Coachella, so I
oh,
might miss that one.
yeah. Well, I'm sure. Yeah, I'll have to watch and let you know what I think. But
Yeah, definitely let me know.
yeah, and then you got Sinners the week after, and then The Accountant 2 at the end of April, right before
Oh,
Thunder.
I forgot. Oh, yeah, the review's already out for that. It's like at a 85%.
Accountant 2.
Yeah,
I'll have to check.
which is higher than the first one. The first one has like a 50. Yeah, I don't know why I like that movie, but
Yeah,
okay, there's a lot coming then.
Yeah. Well, and then things will really kick off in May because that's when Thunderbolts comes out, and then you have Karate Kid, I think right after that. So
Okay, so like the whole rest of the year.
the rest of the year, like I think
Uh-huh.
April. Only a little like iffy about April because you have Minecraft, which you never know, The Amateur, which you never know, and then Sinners. I think will be good. How good? I don't know. And then Accountant 2, I think it'll be a good movie, but I don't think it's going to be big.
Uh-huh.
So a lot of those are smaller movies, you know?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But once May kicks in, that's when the blockbusters will show up. That's when, you're going to get a lot of big stuff from there. From May, like all the way to the end of summer.
Yeah, good because so far I don't have like if you were to ask me to start my top 10 list or whatever, I don't have anything.
Yeah, well, it's too early for that. Even I wouldn't,
Yeah.
because I haven't seen enough movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I
think
haven't had like a favorite so far, I guess. So,
we just got lucky last year because I think Dune, or was Dune 2 supposed to come out last year? I don't know if it was supposed to come out in November of 23
uh-huh.
or if it was actually, posted to come out early 2024. I don't know why, but I feel like that movie got moved. I could be
I
wrong.
think it did. I think it did.
Because of the writer's strike, I think.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So I think that was part of the reason we had a lot of favorites at the beginning of last
The
year.
Beekeeper came out at the beginning of the year too.
Well,
So,
Working Man's coming out next week. So,
oh yeah, that'll probably be
well, we'll
on
see.
there.
Curious.
Yeah.
It's like because this is going to be a little bit different since it is written by Stallone. Um, I'm interested to see what that's like. I'll have to, but I'm definitely watching that one in theaters where I had missed Beekeeper before.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'll
I
definitely.
mean, maybe I guess The Gorge would probably be my favorite so far. That was really good.
I know. See, and I don't have Apple TV. Everyone's been raving about Severance, saying, "Oh, Severance is so good, this and that." And I was like, "Well, fuck, man. Am I really gonna pay $12 to go watch Severance right now? God damn it!"
Yeah, it's a lot of streaming. I did like a free trial just to watch The Gorge, and then I was gonna watch some Severance, but I didn't have the time,
I know.
and then the trial ended.
I know. For me, it's like, okay, I'm looking at my shows. I am almost done with Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Almost done. If I can finish that, and then like one more and like one animated show, like Castlevania, I'm all
Mm-hmm.
that. If I can finish those two, then I can probably jump on Severance, watch that, and get it over with. And then I think I'm
Yeah.
like 1 month of Apple TV, so I can watch Severance, The Gorge, Foundation, some of the other Apple TV movies. Just watch them
Mm-hmm.
all in 1 month, and then cancel it because I don't want to have Apple.
Do you watch that Amazon one with Rosamund Pike?
No, I don't watch a lot of Amazon. It's like I told you, most of the stuff I watch
Mm-hmm.
is like on DVD.
The Wheel of Time or whatever?
No, because I heard it was bad.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's what I heard, yeah.
Dang, they have two big fantasy things and they're both bad.
Why I heard there's a Dungeons and Dragons animated show that's like really good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen that one before.
Yeah, that one I want to watch. I did finish Invincible. That was, it's crazy with that show. It's like so comics accurate to the point where it's like if you've read it, you don't really need to watch the show.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of fun because like I noticed one thing where Invincible is facing off with Conquest. It's basically Glenn versus Negan, the rematch.
I know I saw that. That I didn't know he voiced him. That's cool.
Yeah, because Steven Yeun is Invincible, and then Jeffrey D. Morgan is Conquest. That was
Did
actually
Adam did Adam Eve die?
no,
Or did she come back?
she came back.
Oh, okay. I saw the clip. I was like, oh damn, that sucks.
No, she's not dead. It's just very brutal.
Yeah.
It's like hella like gross and shit. You're like, oh fuck.
Dang. It's done for the season now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I had like two more and then I stopped. Yeah, what was the last one I watched all the way through was he was fighting that lightning guy.
Dude, you should watch the last two episodes. They're freaking like intense.
Yeah, I don't know. I just lost interest, I guess. I don't know. Just tell me what happens.
You want to know what happens?
Yeah.
All right, I guess spoilers for the Invincible comic. Um, Basically, so there's a lot that goes down. So, Robot and Monster Girl end up having like a much bigger part in the story later on, because
Hmm.
remember in the first season where Omni-Man goes to that one world where time, moves differently, right? Like everything on the main Earth is slow, but everything over there is like really fast, and he gets like hella old.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, so Robot and Monster Girl get stuck in that dimension, and they end up like ruling it, and they're there for like
What the heck?
years upon years upon years, right? So Monster Girl becomes like an adult, and
Wow.
yeah, and Robot becomes like an old guy. Then they come back, and Robot basically decides, hey, you know what I did in the other dimension? I'm gonna try that here on Earth. So he basically tries to conquer Earth, but he actually makes it better, and everyone's kind of like, "What the hell? Like, aren't we gonna stop him?" And then Invincible's like, "Well, shit! Like, he's actually making the world better. What do we do?
Oh my gosh.
Stay in power, or do we take him down?" And the Immortal's like, "Damn it, we have to take Robot down. God damn it!" And Invincible's like, "Well, hold up. Maybe we just let him do his thing." And
Oh, that's cool.
but eventually, at the very end, this has nothing to do with the Viltrumites, by the way. This is just the Earth stuff. At the end of the story, Robot is like trying to take down the resistance. They end up defeating him, and Invincible talks to Immortal, and he's like, "Well, you know what? Robot actually did a lot of good with the planet, so maybe I'll just leave you in charge, right? And then you can oversee everything, and we'll just leave it at that." Which is what leads to that episode in the season we were watching, where he goes to the Immortal and he like is like hella crazy. He's like, "Oh, why did you leave me in charge and shit?" It's because that
Oh.
future is that's the actual future. That's what was
Hmm.
the past. And he leaves him in charge because of all the things Robot did when he was a dictator.
Okay. That's
And
kind of cool.
yeah, the Immortal was like leading the resistance, but because Invincible thought he was a good guy, he let him, be in charge.
Hmm. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting.
Oh, and I'm not even, dude, that's just like part of it. The whole Viltrumite stuff gets really crazy.
Yeah, what happens with that? That's what I really want to know. Like, how does that end?
So basically, the whole thing, okay, so the whole deal is that it's revealed that there are only like 50 Viltrumites left because a lot of them were killed off due to a virus. And that's why there's only one Viltrumite who goes to conquer a planet. And so they try to use this Scourge virus as a way to take down the Viltrumites. But eventually, Omni Man is able. Well, okay, so Omni Man gets back together with his wife. And nothing. Yeah, he gets back together with them. Everything's hunky dory with the family. He ends up becoming the leader of the Viltrumites because there's this one villain who hasn't been introduced in the show yet named Thrag, who comes in and he finds out that Omni-Man and Invincible come from an ancient line of Viltrumites who, well, they come from the line of the king, right, of the leader of the Viltrum Empire. So
Hmm.
is technically the descendant of the leader. So he becomes the head of the Viltrumite Empire, and he tells all of them, "Hey, in order to spread our population, let's all go to Earth, and let's repopulate our species. But in the process, I want you guys to learn about Earth customs and become the same way I did. Right? We're gonna lead a new future and shit."
Hmm.
He does that. Mark and Adam Eve, they end up getting married. They go to space and they have a kid.
I figured. Yeah.
Uh, and then, while everything's going on with that, Omni Man and Thrag, again, a villain who hasn't been introduced yet. Thrag is like the big bad of the story. So he gets into a fight with him. He banishes him, right? and he gets sent off into space. And while he's over there, he encounters Battle Beast, who has like a giant freaking battle with him. And Thrag ends up killing Battle Beast, and he wears his skin as a cape. Here, I'll have to show you. I'm gonna show you right now. It's pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna show you. All right, I'm gonna show you right now. Yeah, like that. Like he wears Battle Beast like over himself.
He looks like Craven the Hunter.
Yeah, he's like the big bad of the Invincible story.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. So he gets into a big battle with him. He ends up killing him, and then he decides that he's gonna do what Omni-Man did, but with all the bug people. So he has
Mm-hmm.
like every single woman on the bug person planet, and he has like 1,000 freaking kids, and that becomes his
Oh
new
my
army.
God.
And so he goes to battle all the Viltrumites on Earth, and they have like this giant ass battle in space. And Thrag ends up killing Omni Man.
Wow.
He dies, and then Invincible freaking throws Thrag into the sun, and it's like a crazy ass deal. And then Invincible ends up becoming the head of the Viltrum Empire.
And
And
is there still only like 50 Viltrumites left?
no, there's like a lot more because they had
Okay.
a bunch of women on Earth.
Okay.
So they're and some of them decide to stay on Earth, and some of them kind of go back. It's like a whole deal. But yeah, Invincible, Adam Eve, and his daughter Tara all end up living on Viltrum. Oh, and I forgot his brother. His
I can't stand his brother.
brother doesn't play as big of a role later.
Okay.
He actually ends up getting killed off. It's because he sacrifices himself to save Invincible.
Okay.
But the thing is that the characters age over time. So by the end of the series, his brother is like an adult. Mark is an,
His brother ages pretty fast, so
and then Omni Man has like gray hair and shit.
mm-hmm.
Age hella by the end of the story. And but yeah, they all end up living on a planet. Oh, and there's this one thing I totally forgot about the one part. Remember that one girl Viltrumite?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's one part in the comic where she rapes Mark, and she ends up having a kid, and she calls him Mark. So yeah, Invincible has like a rape baby named Mark with
What the heck? Oh
yeah,
my God.
and she is like, and yeah, little Mark has all of Invincible's powers, and he stays on Earth while Tara goes to space. And Mark doesn't want to be there with his son because he's like, fuck, every time I see him, I'm reminded that I was raped by this Viltrumite.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that's a
That shows crazy.
yeah, but yeah, the whole thing ends. Yeah, so basically, after 500 years, Mark is leader of the Viltrum Empire with his wife, who ends up being like immortal, and pretty much he has everything except for his dad.
So Adam Eve dies?
No, she lives.
Okay.
But it's funny because you remember that season, remember in season one where Omni Man is like, "Man, what will you have after 500 years or whatever?" And at the end, he ends up having pretty much everything except for his dad.
Aw.
Yeah, that is killed. But yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
sad.
You have like rape babies. You have robot being a dictator.
So how many seasons do you think it's gonna have?
Dude, I don't know, because like by the end, they're all like adults. They're all hella old by the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
There would have to be a time jump too.
Oh, okay.
You would have to have one in order for the show to continue.
Mm-hmm.
Because his brother has to get older. Oh, and his brother
Yeah.
grows the Viltrumite mustache too.
Oh my gosh.
So, and you have like all of Thrag's like alien babies, like
Mm-hmm.
1,000 of them, and they're all like
Oh my God.
so they're all fighting and they're all dying horribly. And then the son, some of the kids are like, "Father, like, shouldn't we do something about our brothers?" He's like, "No, they're all soldiers. They're all disposable to me.
Oh my
They're just
God.
an army." I was like, "Fuck."
Wow. I'll probably go. I always drop it and then I go back to it and finish.
Yeah, it's
I
fucked.
think I was so obsessed with Paradise, I just kind of
Dude, that
stopped
show was
watching.
awesome. I love Paradise.
Yeah, it was really good.
Dude,
People think I'm crazy, but I'm on Sinatra's side. She's right. Like, you can't let people in and you can't go outside. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, just stay here. I
I know,
don't know.
but like still, I feel
Like, she shouldn't be killing people, but
I feel like she should still let people know that hey, there are
there's people out
survivors.
there.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, she
if
should give them the option to leave and maybe never come back.
yeah, if you want to leave, you can leave, but know that in doing so, you can't come back. I think that would be fair.
Yeah, that's what she should have done.
You shouldn't, yeah, don't conceal it. Like that's not what do you do with like that's not gonna help you.
Yeah.
And
I hate that everyone's turning on her. I'm like, she saved all of you.
mm,
But
yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like well, technically the president saved everyone when he chose to shut off the power.
oh, yeah.
That's why
Yeah,
James
that's
Bond
true.
was the MVP. That's why he was like, I was like, all right, you know what? You might just top the Independence Day president.
Yeah. He's really good in this series.
I know. I was like, holy crap, he's
I
so
like when that guy was like, yeah, I mean, I was supposed to do this, but I guess I just got comfortable and forgot what I really came down here for. And
yeah.
they show the president walking with his robe, and he's like, Your Honor.
Dude, I got chills when he went to that one girl and he was like, man, you might just be the only person who's at the right place at the right time. I was like, oh, chills. Fuck.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, that show was so good. I want to see what's outside. Sad it's over.
Sterling K. Brown was so good in this show. I was like, holy shit, that dude needs to get like a franchise role, like right the hell now. He was
Yeah.
so freaking good. I was like, holy shit, what else has he been in? That is a leading man right there, Sterling K. Brown. Get
Yeah.
I another movie, show, something. Like, hey,
Yeah. Excellent.
find
Excellent
another.
acting.
Yeah, Sterling K. Brown would be like a really good Jedi. You know what?
He would.
Badass Jedi. Get that. Get him into a Star Wars movie or something. Like he
I
needs.
agree.
Yeah, like he is so good in Paradise. Oh my God.
Yeah, that show was so good. Especially episode 7 when all that crap goes down at the White House. I was like, oh my God.
I know, especially when the president sees the one guy cleaning and he just looks at him and he's like, "No, I can't do this." And he goes back and he's like, "You know what? I love you all. Thank you." I was like, "Fuck, it's crazy."
Yeah. I like when the shootout happens and they get in the elevator and his vice president's like, thanks for that, Cal. I really enjoyed that. And he's like, F you. It was really good.
I know, and it's crazy because he's playing like this guy who so did not want to be president, but was forced into the situation.
Hmm.
Damn, like
That's the best role I've seen him in. Other than that, it's what, Sonic? That's the only thing I know him from.
he was in Westworld too.
Oh, okay.
But this was way better than his role in Westworld, so
Okay, that's what I was saying. This was a really good performance from him.
mm, yeah, best thing I've ever seen him in. Like, holy crap. It was
Hmm.
I'm so glad you had me watch this show too. Cause like the reason I didn't watch it at first was because like from the things that I had seen, it just didn't look that aesthetically pleasing to me. It just looked kind of like a generic politics show.
That's what I thought too.
I was
And
like,
then someone told me just watch the first episode. There's a twist at the end, and I was like, okay. And then that happened at the end of the first episode, and I was like, wait, what? And I just kept watching.
no, like so when people like I've told a lot of people I know to go watch the this show, and whenever
Hmm.
they're like, okay, what's it about? I try to get around it by saying
I
like
hate that. Yeah.
I'm like, no, because I know I asked you and then you didn't tell me anything.
Yeah.
So whenever people
Yeah.
ask me about Paradise, I'm just kind of like, well, it's I just say it's a political conspiracy show. It's like a big mystery. Right?
Hmm.
Yeah, I just say if you like conspiracy stuff, if you like political stuff, you're probably gonna dig the show.
Yeah.
It's held up. It's like a giant political mystery. And
Hmm.
for the first episode, right? But then you find out, and it's like, yeah, and that's not wrong
Yeah.
either. It is a
It's
conspiracy show. It is a
yeah.
conspiracy show. So I'm not like misleading them. I'm just, I'm trying to describe it without giving the twist away.
Yeah. It's such a good show. I also want to know the backstory with that Billy's crazy girlfriend.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, she must be some type of, I don't know.
she's a sociopath. Like a yeah. So
Yeah. I want to know what her story was in the before everything went to crap. Because they showed us Billy and he had a tough life.
for sure.
Yeah. Really good show though. I love stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. I mean, hopefully we get some other like big surprises this year because Paradise was something that just came out of nowhere.
It did.
You'll have to let
Yeah.
me know though, because you watch more new stuff than I do. So,
Hmm.
you know, I kind of tend to miss it a lot, which is why I didn't get to Severance or any of that.
Yeah. We
But
got The Last of Us though soon.
that I will be watching. Yeah.
On my birthday, I think. Yeah. So
Dude, we should cover that.
I'm
Like,
like,
I'd love to cover that like weekly. That'd be awesome.
yeah. Especially because I have no idea how it's gonna go with the second season. So
And I gotta play the game. It's just hard because like video games take so much out of my day, and it's like it's not like a show where where it's like I can make 2 hours out of my day to watch TV. Like with
yeah.
video game, I can save 2 hours out of my day, but then I'll be like in the middle of a cutscene or I'll just be stuck on a level and I'll be like, fuck, like I don't wanna stop or I have to
Hmm.
early. So
Yeah, I know. The new Assassin's Creed came out yesterday and I want to buy it, but I know I'm gonna spend hours on it. And I'm like, I don't want to do that right now.
like is there a deal on The Last of Us where I can just like make it like really easy just so I can get through the story?
Uh, I mean, you can always put it on easy mode, but that's it. Once you beat the game, you can go back and set all those custom things,
Or
infinite ammo, all that stuff, but you have to beat the game.
so at the end of the game, can I like just like get infinite ammo and just go out and hunt zombies and shit?
Yeah,
Dude, that's awesome. Okay, I kind of
yeah,
figured it out. Fuck.
yeah, you can do that.
Damn, I could spend hours doing that.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's like the video game version of The Walking Dead to me.
Yeah, but
I know.
it's not open world.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not. It's a story-based game.
Well, yeah, I know, but like at the end of the game, can I
You
go?
can go back and replay all the levels, but
Oh, so I can't just run.
yeah, no, it's not that kind of game. Yeah.
No. Okay.
I wish they would make a zombie game like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. It's because right now I'm trying to finish up Warhammer Space Marines.
Hmm.
Um,
I have that game.
it's pretty cool. I've been playing it on a handheld PC, so
Hmm.
I can get a lot of the older games like The Witcher, Halo, a lot of that stuff.
Hmm.
So it's like multiple consoles in one. And I can bring it anywhere. I just have to have good internet.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, Warhammer is pretty awesome. It's crazy though. Just dude, it's like nonstop war, bro. It's insane. Fuck
Yeah,
all the orcs and the chaos demons. I'm like, holy shit. It's like crazy.
dude, that world is huge. Like, I don't know how Amazon's gonna make it work
Yeah.
into like a live action.
I mean, for in order for them to do it, it would have to be like just constant action and like brutal war. They would have to take notes from Invincible and The Boys and The Walking Dead in terms of like brutality, because that to me is
Hmm.
like Warhammer.
That's gonna be the most expensive show ever made.
Well, I know Henry Cavill, he's like a big fanboy, so I think if anyone can do it, he can.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got one of the books from Dan Abnett, who used to work with Marvel until he said that he got underpaid and now he does Warhammer. I got a
Hmm.
book from him, like a normal book, and then I have some of my miniatures. I think I showed you some of them.
Yeah.
And then because so yeah, I've been painting some of those. I've been playing the game. As soon as I'm done with the first Warhammer game, I'm gonna jump on Space Marines 2, and then I'll jump on Final Fantasy Rebirth, and then I'll get to Last of Us. It's only 3 games.
Hurry.
Yeah, but it's gonna take me forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
At the end of the year. Hopefully by the end of this year I
Yeah.
can.
I don't play like a whole lot. It's just every now and then.
Yeah. Man, we'll have to get on Mortal Kombat, dude, so we can like play that.
I know that game. I don't have this new one. I have the last one.
You don't have Mortal Kombat 1?
No, I don't.
I actually played the story for that. It was pretty fun.
Okay. I'm excited for the new movie. I hope it's better than the last one.
Yeah. It's because like I wasn't familiar with the Mortal Kombat lore, so that's why I got Mortal Kombat 1 because I heard it was a reboot. And
Mm-hmm.
pretty good entry point for me at least, because I didn't know that.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Now, like after watching or playing the game, I'm like kind of familiar with the characters like Johnny Cage, Kung Lao, Raiden, uh, Liu Kang. He was my favorite to play as. I love playing as Liu Kang.
He's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and then Kenshi was badass too. I loved him.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, and what
Yeah, there's
is like in the other Mortal Kombat games? Is there like a drift between Sub-Zero and Scorpion, where Sub-Zero kind of you know joins like uh, you know
um
another
thinking of one of I don't know. I've played all of them except this new one, and I can't remember.
okay. I know Sub-Zero like he joined like another army or whatever. He joined like Shang Tsung.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I didn't expect that.
The one I played the most was actually I don't know if you ever played it, but they had like DC versus Mortal Kombat.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, that one I played the most.
That actually sounds kind of cool, compared to Marvel vs.
It sounds cool, but because it had DC in there, it wasn't like rated M. So the fatalities and stuff, it's not in the game. You can't do any of it.
Oh, that's kind of lame.
Yeah, it was kind of lame.
I Gee, who was it? What was I gonna mention? Oh yeah, so I got some of the other characters on Mortal Kombat 1. So I've been playing as like you can play as Peacemaker, Homelander, and Omni-Man. Dude,
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I've done Homelander versus Omni-Man. I
Oh
just like,
my God.
go back and forth because dude, that's a cool battle, man.
Are they different in the game, or are they kind of the same power-wise and move sets?
Pretty much the same. My
Mm-hmm.
is that Homelander isn't voiced by the actual actor. It's like another guy.
Yeah.
Omni-Man is, it is J.K. Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
Like, mm.
That's cool.
and
Does the guy sound like Homelander though?
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think you can play as Ghostface and yeah, Ghostface
I
and
saw that.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so that's cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I want it, but I'm a big Assassin's Creed fan, so I'm probably gonna get this new one.
For
And
sure,
that's like, those aren't cheap anymore. $70.
bro. That's so much money for
I know.
I got the newest Sonic game on the Switch. And it was like $40. I was like, fuck.
Wow. You said you have Warhammer on the PlayStation?
No, it's on a Rogue Ally X. It's a handheld PC.
Oh, okay. Okay. I
Yeah.
was gonna say we could play that together, but I have it on the PS5.
Well, there's a few games I want to play on the PS5 too, like Resident Evil 2 I got, and then Borderlands I also got.
Mm-hmm.
I
You,
played a
you
little,
would like Helldivers? You got to play Helldivers, didn't you?
yeah, a little bit, but it's like it's hard for me to like really get invested because I'm trying to finish Warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
Once I get through that, I'll get through some of my other stuff. But I did start Resident Evil 2, but I didn't want to get too far in it because I was like, you know what? I'm still playing, some of my other stuff. I don't want to get invested into this just yet.
I love Resident Evil.
Oh.
even the movies with Mila Jovovich. I have all of them.
I think I'm gonna play the game and then I'll watch the movies because I already have the game. I don't. I might as well play it.
I've played the games and seen the movies.
Yeah. Oh, also for Christmas, I got MetaQuest and I got one of the Star Wars games where you get to go around Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I actually finished the Black Spire Outpost book that ties into the land, so I know like the backstory behind it, or at least some of it. They kind of save a little bit for like a spin-off book, and I was like, ah.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Oh, that's really cool.
yeah. So the Black Spire Outpost in Galaxy's Edge, that is like it's a sequel trilogy type world, and you go down there and you can like interact with Porgs and 3PO and kind of walk around. It's cool.
What's the game called? I'm gonna look that up later and watch some videos on it.
Okay, it is.
I'll write it down.
It's Tales from Galaxy's Edge.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's like VR, isn't it?
Yeah. You have
Do you have the do you have the Batman one?
well, it comes with the MetaQuest
Oh, okay.
added on game. I was doing it and it's cool, but I was like, damn, this is like a little too immersive for me. I got it, my head has to get used to it, you know? Because
Yeah, I've used it before at
you can get a headache with that.
yeah, I would get headaches.
You
Yeah.
gotta, yeah, you just gotta get used to it. You gotta, if you like commit to it for a few days, your brain will just kind of adapt to it, you know?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the Batman, the Star Wars one, some of the MetaQuest stuff is cool. Like the mixed reality can get pretty, yeah, it's fun. But you just gotta get used to some of it. Well, what
I
I'm
want one, but it's like they're expensive, aren't they? 400, 500.
no, they lowered the price recently. I'm gonna see.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna check the what's the latest price. Yeah, you can get the 3S. That one's cheaper. That's the one I have. So yeah, you can get this is with the Batman game included. That's it's 300.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the 3S,
That's not bad.
yeah, and this does include the game. So you can play Batman like as soon as you get it. Yeah,
I
but
want
one
that one
thing,
then.
yeah, but one thing I'm really looking forward to, I don't know if they're gonna release this on MetaQuest, but have you ever heard of the Readyverse?
No, I haven't.
Oh, I'm gonna show you right now. So this is like a new game based off of Ready Player One.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's like a combined IP game. So I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. It's like a
Oh,
bat.
I think you told me about this before.
Yeah, I'm like really curious as to like how this is all gonna go down.
It's not out yet. They're still working on it.
Yeah, or yeah,
Oh, okay. Hmm.
I'm really curious about this because this looks dope as hell. Because I was like, damn, are they gonna come out with like a real life Ready Player One? That sounds badass.
Yeah,
See, man, this looks fun, dude. Like, you can play as like 2D and animated characters. Like, shit, that looks bad.
that is pretty cool.
I know. I wanna play that so bad. I've been looking for updates always because I'm like, God damn, I want to play the Readyverse. Fuck.
Yeah. That
Added,
would be cool.
yeah, they're tied with Epic Games. They're gonna use Warner Brothers IP and just other IP from just throughout the world, right? Like Nike and other stuff like that. It's all gonna be in there.
Mhm. Yeah, Epic has all that stuff. I mean, you played Fortnite. They have the rights to everything.
I'm just like, come on, please add the Disney and Warner Brothers characters. That'd be so cool. Please, God.
Yeah.
You know that you get the rights to the Warner Brothers stuff. You know David Zaslav doesn't give a shit. He'll be like, yeah, fucking use anything.
Yeah, you really would.
Yeah. Just Disney. Those are the real greedy sons of bitches who are gonna be like real fucking annoying about it.
Mm-hmm.
Know they're tied with Epic Games. They made that deal, but since this is also partnered with Epic, I wonder if they'll have some of that, Disney IP they can put in there. I'm
Yeah.
because if they can get Warner Brothers and Disney, bro, we got Ready Player One, dude. It's the real life version of it.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Now, I'll be like, hell yes, dude. Like, all you need is Disney and Warner Brothers. The rest will just kind of come in later. But if you
Mm-hmm.
find those two, like, that's all you need, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that. I remember you telling me about it, but I hadn't seen any pictures or anything.
Yeah, they said in the first quarter of 2025. So I was like, all right, well, it's probably gonna come. I know it's coming out this year. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm saving up for that. I'm waiting. My next big game I'm getting is gonna be that one because I'm waiting for that
Yeah.
one. I don't know if it's gonna be free or what, but I'm waiting.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, maybe it would. Nah, I probably won't be free to play.
We'll see. I'll keep you updated on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, besides that, um, I guess GTA is probably the most anticipated game, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that'll be
And
good.
like in history, they said the world's gonna like see a huge economic boost when that game comes out.
Trump's like, come on, get GTA 6 out
Yeah.
fast. God damn it.
Dude, people are gonna be calling out of work that day. It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna take my vacation. I think that game's gonna be $100.
Yeah,
Like it's gotta be, and I'm probably gonna pay it.
$100 for fucking GTA 6. Holy shit.
Yeah, I would pay it. It's gonna look so good on new gen. Dude, GTA 5's old.
Hmm.
Like it came out like 2013. That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, besides Assassin's Creed, that's like probably my most anticipated game.
Yeah, man. So yeah, a big year for games. We'll see about movies.
Hmm.
And hopefully we get some exciting updates when it comes to TV shows or new surprise.
Yeah, I saw a new Starship Troopers movies in the works.
Oh, did you know the
Hmm.
Helldivers movie too?
Yeah, I saw that too.
Released
Yeah,
that back to back. Helldivers and Starship Troopers remake.
yeah, yeah, the same thing.
Yeah, exact same movie.
Yeah, but in Helldivers, they have another faction. It's not bugs, it's like robots you can fight,
Okay.
and then there's another faction. Uh, so there's a lot they could do with that.
Yeah, we'll see.
So yeah, yeah, it'll be cool.
For sure.
And then next week we got Working Man.
Yep, Working Man.
Go see Minecraft. We'll have two big movies to
Oh
talk about.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna.
Yeah,
I will go see that because I don't. Yeah, if I'm definitely not doing anything that weekend, I will totally go see it. But yeah,
yeah.
um, I think that's it for now. Unless you got anything else.
I think we covered everything
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah. And then we got a lot to talk about in the upcoming week. So
Oh yeah, tons of
yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, we'll do this again soon.
Sure. Yeah, man.
Let's try to do it. Let's try to aim for the first week of April.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, because that's when Minecraft comes out.
yeah. And
Okay.
I requested that Friday and Saturday off, so yeah, I'm free.
Okay. I'll try and see what my schedule's like during that time too.
All right. Just let me know.
All right, sure. I'll see you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.